The functional role of Prime Minister office depends on Prime Minister policy orientation, personality, style of comment statement, suitable examples. The straightforward question. This dominant centralized administration is correlated with decisive and authoritative leadership provided by Prime Minister office. The centralization how happens? So already they are using themselves term authoritative leadership. The status functioning of Cabinet Secretariat faces stiff challenge from Prime Minister office. For and against both. Against the for you can write, against we write favor. It is not necessarily that the rise of PMO is overshadowing of Cabinet Secretariat. Because Cabinet Secretariat has also experienced its expansion and shrinking. That point we can write that we told yesterday on Cabinet Secretariat. This PMO is antithesis to the future. Yes, that is how this question was. Yes. PMO is antithesis to the feature of collective responsibility of Council of Ministers. How it is? This was a very good question asked by UPSC. Examine the issue related to PMO versus, they have asked Council of Minister and PMO relationship. No, how you link it? Yes.
Concentration of power could have
So you will give that picture. I draw initially, let's say, about PMO, Cabinet Secretariat, Ministry departments, that showing examples, some Niti Ayog, ministers, Nitin Gadkari that I gave. That way you'll have to see. Then you have to show the collective responsibility. So when decision is taken, let's say that decision is taken by PMO, PMO is not accountable to Parliament. But Council of Ministers is, let's say, accountable to Parliament. This is the key point, let's say, that you should write in this. Right. So let's write note. Note, you can answer this question. Right. How PMO is antithesis to the idea of collective responsibility. The idea of collective responsibility by Council of Ministers. By Council of Ministers. Next. Ministerial responsibility. Ministerial responsibility, which is popularly known as collective and individual responsibility. Collective and individual responsibility to Parliament is considered basic feature of parliamentary democracy. Basic feature of parliamentary democracy. That Council of Ministers for its decisions is collectively as well as individually are responsible to Parliament. PMO on the other hand is not responsible to Parliament. Not responsible to Parliament. Rather, it is led by bureaucrats who are largely appointed due to their special rapport with Prime Minister. But it is PMO which takes decisions. And ministry departments execute them. However, it is they who would be held responsible. It is they means ministers who would be held responsible. Right? It is antithetical. That way, the last is, let's say, PMO is people's PMO. PMO is people's PMO. PMO is people's PMO. People's PMO. Prime Minister in 2024. While addressing bureaucrats, remarked that PMO should be known as people's PMO rather than a power center. In last 10 years, PMO has transformed itself. PMO has transformed itself into people's PMO by taking initiatives like मन की बात. सोचो, कई बार कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हैं, इस आंसर के लिए बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट था, भले आप हंसते रहो. Isn't it? Yes. So मन की बात, that is people's PMO. मन की बात, right? Next, प्रगति. Yes. Direct benefit transfer. DBT. This mission Karmyogi. Next. आत्मनिर्भर भारत. Next, नीति आयोग visionary role to transform India. And that is, it is PMO which is responsible for taking initiatives It is PMO which is responsible for taking initiatives and transforming Indian society by making administration citizen centric. That's all. Others will take here and there. By the time you learn also, and now this is not going to be repeated. But people's PMO means keep taking initiatives to make administration more people oriented.
There are certain meetings and conferences that PM takes, for example, the Pariksha Pe Charcha and all, the speeches and all that he says, is that the one
PMO.
whole neat script?
Yes. All those, whatever he does in personal capacity, that comes from PMO. Right? Yes. Let's take tomorrow. Okay.